beautiful souls. How are you today? I'm Diane and I'm coming to you live on my Shoot from the Heart page. This is so exciting. This was not planned. This was not like I had a big plan for this. If you had asked me yesterday, was I going to do a live today? I would have said, no, I don't think so. No live coming this way. But then, and this is what happens, then things started firing off today. I got so excited. I had this idea for something that I want to share. And I was just like, I got to do this. I got to do this now. I want to do this today. Let's go. Because I know the energy of these things. And the energy of these things is not, let's overthink it. Let's take 10 hours to do it. Whatever that is, let's plan it. Let's just freaking go live and do the damn thing and talk about this, because that is the energy. And it's going to become clear why as we go into this. I just want to say hi to you if you're joining me live. I see a whole bunch of you are here. I'm so happy. Scuttlebutt guy, thank you so much for wishing me happy Mother's Day. I had the best day with my kids. It was so much fun. And I just, so blessed and so grateful to be a mother, and so grateful for my mom too. My mom's the best. So wonderful. Thank you so much. Christina, hello. If you're coming on live, please do say hello. If you see me live a lot, then we're friends. So, say hi. And if you're seeing me live for the very first time, maybe say hi too, so I can welcome you. And May. Perfectly timed. Brilliant. I love it. Yes. As I say, this was not something that was planned. Literally, like half an hour ago, I was suddenly like, I think I should go live and talk about this, because this is a thing. Vivek Borosu, hello. Kanan, can I get a chance to assist you in films? If I ever make one again, who knows? Tanmay, hello. Welcome. So let's talk about this subject and what I really wanted to have a conversation about, and what the big news is that's so exciting. And this is so fun. This is something that I have never done before, what I'm going to be sharing today. Ellie, hello. So to begin this, I just want to set the stage a little bit and give you a little bit of background so you understand where this is coming from and why this is coming and all that kind of thing. Leon, hello, good to see you. How are you? I haven't seen you in ages. So nice that you're here. So a little bit of stage setting. As some of you will know, I have been teaching screenwriting and filmmaking now since 2014. So actually 10 years. Oh, that just blew my mind. I didn't realize. It's 10 years since I taught my very first filmmaking workshop. And when I started teaching filmmaking, I'd had a great deal of success as a filmmaker and as a screenwriter. And if you know my story before that, I was a yoga teacher before. Teaching is in my blood. I am just, there's something about me and who I am in my DNA that if I do something that I think is basically impossible to do, then what I want to do is help other people do it. I'm like, oh my God, if I can do it, you can do it. And I want to show you how to do it. So it just felt like a very natural thing for me to start to teach filmmaking. And in particular, at that point, I was teaching people how to raise the money to make their films, how to make their first films, to make stuff happen like that. So that was the beginning of me teaching filmmaking. Now, after a few years of doing this, and at the time I was doing it in person, I wasn't doing it online. It was I did these workshops that would last a weekend, and you would come to the workshop and it was a real intensive, and we would dive into all the stuff. And you would walk away with a whole plan. Now, what fascinated me over the years after that was watching who actually implemented the things and made the magic happen and who didn't. And to be honest, the majority of people didn't. And it was the same when I wrote my book, Shoot from the Heart, where I'm like, I am giving you the keys to the kingdom here. Anybody who wants to make a film, you got no freaking excuse now. It's this is it laid out, as simple and easy as it can get. And you can buy this now for $20 and you've got the plan. Do it. But the amazing thing is tons of people still don't do it. I saw the same thing with my screenwriting course, slightly less so. Most people who do my screenwriting course who really want to write a screenplay, they write a screenplay. So most people manage that. But not most people manage to sell it. Not most people manage to get it made. Not at all. And so for me as a teacher, I started to go what am I missing in my teaching? Because my goal is for you to succeed. My goal is for you to hit your goals, right? That's my role as a teacher, as a coach, as a mentor, is to help you reach your fullest potential. So I started to analyze what am I missing? What am I not teaching that my students obviously need to learn? Because some of them, too many of them, are not hitting the goal, right? They're not making their goals. So there's something missing in what I'm teaching. So then I started reflecting on my own journey. And obviously I was coming to this teaching filmmaking, teaching screenwriting, teaching people how to sell their scripts based upon my own experience doing those things, based upon my experience writing scripts, selling scripts, making my living as a screenwriter, making my movie, going to Sundance, winning awards with the movie. You know, I was basing it on what my experience was. And I looked at it and I suddenly realized, oh my gosh, like I'm teaching people exactly how to do it. I'm teaching them all the logical, practical, actionable things, all the steps you have to take to create that success. But I'm not teaching them the real magic. Because here's the thing. Having success in screenwriting or in filmmaking is not actually logical or predictable. That's quite a shocking thought, isn't it? But it's true. This is not like, I don't know, I'm trying to think, what's a logical, predictable job? Anybody know? Like becoming an accountant, maybe, right? That if you do certain courses and you pass certain exams, then you're pretty much guaranteed a certain type of job. There are careers that are like that, where it's like, if you do this, and then you do that, and then you do this, then you'll get the result, right? And it's like, great, okay, sign me up for the course, let me do the things, let me pass the exams, and now I can get a job. Screenwriting and filmmaking is not like that. It is never predictable that you will have success. It is never predictable or what level of success you will achieve. It is never predictable. There are people with very little talent who create epic success. There are people with masses of talent who create very little. What is going on? We also know that overall in the worlds of screenwriting and filmmaking, most people don't succeed. Right? And that might be like, but statistically, it's true. Most scripts don't sell. That's just a statistical fact in the world, right? Most scripts do not sell. Most films do not get made. You know, if we think about how many thousands are written every year, how many actually end up in production? How many actually reach the finish line? How many actually are any good? How many actually stand out? I mean, it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So we're not in a realm of predictability. We're not playing a game that subscribes to the laws of logic, of reason. Now, obviously, for a lot of us, this just scares the shit out of us. We're like, oh, I don't even do this. It's too stressful because there's no guarantees. There are no guarantees. But I believe there's a way to play this game to win it. And I believe I figured it out. And I believe it's the reason that I managed to create different kinds of success repeatedly. That I didn't just do it once, that I've done it multiple times and I've done it in multiple different ways. And this is the energetic game. Okay? When we walk away from the idea that it's predictable and logical and it's like, well, if you do this, then you get that. And if you do that, then you get that. And if you do that, then you get that. And it's a linear path and there's a clear route. Once we realize that we're not in that kind of game, what kind of game are we in? We are in a game where success often just doesn't make sense. Where you can be trying and trying and trying to make things happen, and then you kind of give up and suddenly it happens. Like we're in a game whereby your energy is actually everything. It's an energetic game. Every game that is basically not logical, not rational, not about just like do this, do that, do this, do this, doing, right? Every game that is not about the doing, it's about the being. It's about the being. So when I sort of started to think about this and I thought, you know, when I reflect on the successes that I created, and I had certain moments in my life where I had quantum leaps. I went from being a yoga teacher in Barcelona, writing a script, dreaming, hoping, miles away from Hollywood, no idea how it could happen, to selling my first script, getting hired by an A-list director, moving to Malibu, right? Within the space of months. It didn't make sense. There's nothing about that was predictable. There was nothing about that made sense. And it's like a quantum leap. It's from 0 to 100. It's not step. So then I did this and then I did this and then I did this. It's like, okay, from 0 to 100 in a month, right? It's possible. Now, a similar thing happened a few years later when I made a film. I raised $120,000 to make a movie. And I got it into Sundance. And it won 2 awards in Sundance. Like, I went from being just like somebody who dreamed of making a movie, like, I probably will never make a movie, I don't know, right? To winning awards at Sundance, I never made a short film. I had never been to film school. I had never directed a documentary. I had never directed a music video. Again, this is a quantum leap. I go from zero, like never having made a movie, to standing on the stage at Sundance accepting an award in the space of 6 months. This doesn't make sense. Now, how did these things happen? And this is what's interesting to me, is that at a certain point when I really started to reflect on this, when I was like, okay, like how did I do this? And is there something that's replicable here, right? Could you replicate it? Can you study this? Is there actually an art and science to this that I could teach my students, that I could teach my clients? So it's not like, hey, do all the logical, practical things and you probably won't get what you want anyway. Right? Which is where most of us are in screenwriting and filmmaking. Like you're sending the query letters, you're writing the scripts, you're doing the do. And it's like, but nothing's happening and nothing's happening and nothing's happening. And still nothing's happening and it's totally frustrating and I don't know why I even bother doing this. Right? And that's the path. But what if there's something else? And what if you could actually learn this something else? What if it is like you can engineer a quantum leap? And I believe you can. Because when I then started studying this again, and this was about 5 years ago, I started to think, okay, what would it take for my students to actually create epic success? What would it take for me? Like, what is it? Is there something? Is it just random chance? Or are there actual things that we can do to increase the likelihood of a quantum leap happening? I'm obsessed with this stuff, by the way. If you've been in my world for half a minute, you know it. Like, this is what I live and breathe. This is what I'm obsessed with. This is what I've built my life on. Because when I started to really study it, I saw that there are patterns. And so I applied them then. This was like 5 years ago in my life. And I applied them to areas where I wanted to have a quantum leap. I was not in a great place in my life 5 years ago. I wasn't living where I wanted. I wasn't earning what I wanted. My bank account didn't look like how I wanted. My confidence level didn't look how I wanted. There was a whole bunch of things that were not how I wanted. And I decided to apply, though, what I sort of figured out, looking back, seeing the patterns. If I took those patterns and I replicated them and applied them to these other areas of my life, could I create a quantum leap in these other areas? And the answer was a resonating, unbelievable yes. I'm sitting here right now. I mean, I sit in my office. I'm in Spain. I have a view of the Mediterranean Sea. When I started this, when I started having this idea, when I started working these principles, I was living in a little cottage in Denver that wasn't too nice. And I was sitting in the basement and didn't have a great view of the Mediterranean Sea. And in the space of 5 years, I've completely transformed my life using these principles. Now, you can use these principles for a quantum leap in your career as a screenwriter. You can use them for a quantum leap in your career as a filmmaker. You can use them for a quantum leap in your financial life, in your health, for anything. You can apply it to anything you want. The essence of it is the same. There is a science and art to creating a quantum leap in your life. And honestly, if you're in the game of screenwriting and filmmaking, it's a quantum leap that you're looking for. You're not looking for just like incremental, logical, predictable results, because to be honest, you're probably never going to create the success that you dream of on that path. Because as we said before, it's not a predictable game. But if you learn the secrets of the quantum leap, that's what makes the difference. And when you learn these and you apply them, and because they're based completely on universal laws, these are not like some sort of airy-fairy, new age, woo-woo kind of thing. These are actually universal laws. And once you understand these laws and you apply them in your life and you get it on a deep level, you get it on a soul level, you integrate them, you are freaking unstoppable. There's nothing that you cannot be, do, and have when you start shifting on the inside and creating the ideal conditions for the quantum leap to happen. Because really, it's about allowing it to happen. It's not about making it happen. It's not about forcing it to happen. It's not about hustling or striving to make it happen. And this is where so many of us get it wrong, because we're so busy trying to do all the things and we're trying to think that we get to force it and we control it. But actually, it's not about that. I can hand on heart say the quantum leaps I created as a screenwriter and as a filmmaker did not come from hard work, hustle, and striving. They came from the energetics. And it's a game changer. So what I want to do, and I just like had this complete sort of download about this at the weekend, but I still didn't know what it was until like an hour ago. And then I was just like, right, we're doing this. And I just like put things together and I said, let's make it happen. I'm going to teach a 3-day masterclass starting on the 22nd of May. It's going to be 3 days, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and it's called the Quantum Leap. And it's all about how you create your quantum leap. Now, what I decided to do, and at first I was like, okay, this is going to be a paid class because I want people to be invested in it. The interesting thing about quantum leaps, if you want one to happen, is you got to have skin in the game, right? When we have nothing invested in it, when we're like, it might not work, it won't work. That's how it works, by the way. I'm giving you the first clue about quantum leaps here because let me tell you, if you're just sort of like, it probably won't work, so I don't know, maybe I'll sign up because it's free. It's not the vibe. It's not the energy. It won't work. But if you want to actually explore this with me, if you want to learn my secrets, if you want to learn what it takes to create that quantum leap, I'm going to be sharing this. And what I want to do, and this is super fun, and this is where it gets really fun, is I've set it so that you can join. It's like pay what you want. The final price is going to be $222. I know that. I just knew it the minute I had the idea. But I wanted to give everyone and anyone a chance to join it. So initially, it's available for just $11. And the minimum to join is $11. You can join this today for $11. And you'll get the lifetime access to the 3 classes that we're going to do and the Q&A. And you're going to learn, like, you're going to be guided in a process of like manufacturing, engineering, setting up the conditions for that quantum leap. Because this is what it's about. I don't want you just to learn the theory of it as well. And that's why, as I said, I decided it's a paid class. I want people to be skin in the game for this, right? If you want to learn, not just like the theory and the academics, but actually go on a little journey with me where we just like shift you from the inside, where we just let go of that fear, let go of that doubt, and really align into trust, okay? This is what it's going to be about. And we have this 3 days together, and we are going to go like a ton of information, but a ton of activation as well to really activate that quantum leap in you. So what I've done, as I say, as I've set it up, and I'm going to share the link here in a second, it's going to be absolutely like, you can join this for $11 today. That might go up. I'm just going to be honest. I'm just like being guided guided on this one. I don't even know. I can't even believe I'm making this announcement. I can't even believe this has all come through, but I just feel like this is the missing piece for so many people. And I want to just give it to you and give it to you at a price that it's available and you can come in and join this. What I would say before I share the link is that when you join, if you choose to join, I want you to join with intentionality. And you get to choose the price that you pay. It'll ultimately be $222, right? Today you can join for $11. Right? It's like, let's play. Let's play in the quantum together. But as you actually like fill out that form to join it, what I really want you to do is set the intention of what is the quantum leap that you are seeking? What is that epic result that you desire to happen? And there may be like a couple of pieces to it. It might be like, I want to sell my script and make $1 million, right? It might be that kind of thing. And it might just be something very like one point. It might just be sell the script. But it's like, what is that quantum leap? You know, I want to be able to quit my day job, like to really like epically move forward in my creative career and quit my day job. But what is the quantum leap that you desire to have? And what I really want you to do is that when you sign up for this, you set that intention in your mind. And as you invest in this and invest in yourself, and some of you might never have invested anything like this in your life. And if that's you, like, I would be so excited for you to do this because honestly, it's a game changer. That day when you say yes to your dreams, when you say yes to your next level and you actually go, right, I got skin in the game. I believe in this. I believe this could be the thing that moves the needle for me. I believe that this could be the thing. What if this worked? What if this worked? What if I signed up for this 3-day event and it actually shifted something in me so deeply that suddenly I started to create epic results? What if? And that's the energy that everything is built on. That's the foundation. It's not the energy of like, oh, this probably won't work, so I'll sign up, but I won't even bother going. It's like, this is going to work. There's something about this. There's something about this. I feel it in my body. There's something about this. There's some kind of truth in this. And maybe you're at that point in your life, you've tried a lot of things, you've done a lot of things, you get a little bit cynical, you get a little bit worn down. You're like, oh, she's just trying to make money. Right? She's just trying to make money. It's just another way to make money out of us. It's not. I tell you, it's not. It's a game changer when you get these things. But part of the transition is in that transaction, is in that moment when you decide, when you pay $11 to join, or $12 or 13 or 14 or whatever it is that you feel aligned to pay for this. This is going to be fun, guys. I already feel it. Is anybody here feeling this energy? Like, I know that this is going to be something off the charts. I can't even explain it. I don't know. These certain things happen like this that comes through and I'm like, this is going to be huge. It's going to be epic. So who wants in? I'm going to find the link for you right now. Let me see if I can find it here. I'm thinking the best way to do this so I don't lose you. Who's excited? Who wants to do this with me? Like, honestly, like this is going to be so fun. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I just think that I don't know, like this is going to be something for the history books where we come together in that energy, in the energy of let's change things. Like, let's shake it up. Let's up level. Okay, cool. I'm finding now, let me see. Is it possible for me to do it here? I don't know. I don't think it is. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe. That would be so weird. Is it? Okay. History books. Ooh. Where we come together. Ooh, that was weird. Okay. I am putting the link in here. What are the dates? So the dates are May 22nd, 23rd, 24th. But if you join, when you join, you'll get lifetime access. So you can literally do it, anytime. Like you can do it. You don't have to do it exactly then. I wonder if it's going to show up that little, I posted it there, but I don't know if it's going to show up. The fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try it here. I don't see it showing up here. Do you guys see it? Does anyone see the link? I don't see the link. Okay, so I'm going to try and copy it from somewhere else. So it'll probably freeze for a second, but hold. It's there? I can't see it. It's so funny. So I'm going to paste it. Maybe it's because I posted it. You see it. Okay. The technology. So right now it's $11 to join. As I say, I don't know what it's going to go up to. It will go up to 222. I don't know when it's going to go up. So I'm just going to say this is all about like just leaping in. It's about paying what you want to pay. It's about doing that thing of going, right, I'm in and I trust this and I'm excited for this and I'm just going to go in. Because here's the deal. And this is why it mattered to me just to do this today. Our quantum leaps, they're to do with a fast moving energy. If we get into overthinking, I don't know how to click a link on Insta though. I don't know either. Don't worry. I will post it afterwards. I'll share it on my stories. We'll share it all over the place. And it will definitely still be $11 to join for at least the next 24 hours, at least. I just think like these quantum leaps happen when we're purely in our instincts. When we're totally, okay, not the form to join. Okay, don't worry. I'll post it in the story afterwards. I'm sorry that we're having that problem with it. I'll try that one more time just in case. Because I feel like normally there's a way. Oh, maybe that's not. Oh, no, now I got some kind of weird thing going on. Okay, that's it. All right, so I'll just post it in my stories. I'm going to go to my stories now. I'm going to post it in there. I'm going to let you jump in. This is going to be epic. Let's create a quantum leap in your life. If you're sort of tired of doing things the logical, rational way and you're ready just for some sort of energetic turbo boost, let's do it. Okay? And as I say, go with intentionality. Amazing. You copied and pasted and now in the checkout. Amazing, amazing. So let's have some fun. You can join this essay for $11 or pay what you desire. And sometimes it's fun. I thought it'd be fun to do that this way because it's about your energy right from the beginning. It's about you setting intentions. It's about you going into your power and deciding, like really actively deciding that this is going to be something for you. That's the beginning of the shift. It's not just like, oh, this might work. I want you to do this intentionally. That's the beginning of the difference. And that's how your quantum leap will begin. When you do that, when you like check out there and you'll be like, this is it. It's happening. I'm already in that vortex of miracles. I can already feel the shift. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me live. I'm so excited. I can't wait to do this with you. I will put it in the stories now and I will see you soon. And if you have any questions, just ask me here on Instagram. This is going to be so much fun. All right, take care. Have a fabulous day. Bye.